Hello everyone. Give me 1 second while I add the groups. So it's going to take a few minutes. I'm kind of new to this whole adding groups thing. So if you're watching in a little bit, just give me a second. I got to share these into the parties. All right. I'm going to share. So if you're coming in with me, just give me a second. Share in a group. I've never shared within multiple groups before, so this is new for me. Oh, here's one. All right, so we're successfully shared with one, and then if you are watching, give me a like or a comment, something, say hey. So if you're just joining with me, I'm sharing within the groups so that we can all get started. All right. And I think that's everything. I see 2 people. So those of you who are on my Pampered Chef page, hi. And those of you who are in my parties, hello. Okay, I think I have all that on there. It's a little strange because I can see myself on my computer and my phone, and it's a little delayed. It's weird. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys a few more minutes. Oh, hey, Miss Arlene. Hey, Destiny. All right. We're gonna give everyone a few minutes to get on. See Blaine in the background. First, I'm gonna apologize if you hear screaming. My child is very emotional. I don't know why, but he's been very emotional lately. And if you hear hot dog, oh, sorry, Mickey Mouse, he calls it hot dog, because that's the only thing that's keeping him somewhat sane. But tonight I will be cooking dinner in about 30 minutes. And this is actually a recipe that started off as a dip, and a friend of mine kind of transformed it into a taco type dish. And so I'm gonna try it out because it looked really good. And it's a Pampered Chef recipe that I believe is called cheesy chicken nacho dip. And so she kind of transformed it into this creamy chicken taco. And so that's what I'm going to be making tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I see 5 little eyeballs. Hey everyone who's coming into the video. I'm gonna get this to where you can see it. So what we're gonna start off with is some onions and some bell pepper, but we're gonna be using the grill pan. So I'm gonna get that heated up. So I'm gonna put the grill pan on, well, I'm gonna put the oven on for the grill pan. And let me take this little see who's watching thing off. All right. So we need to slice some bell pepper and we need to slice some onion. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the simple slicer. This thing is really cool. You have a blade that can be at different settings. So we have setting 1, 2, and 3. And it depends on the thickness. And then we have a safety guard so that you do not slice your hand. I actually have a friend, when she saw mine, she was like, I used to have that, but I got rid of it because I sliced my fingers. I didn't use the safety guard. So it's really important that you use the safety guard so you do not slice your fingers. So we're gonna slice up some onion. Greatest thing about this is that onions and bell peppers like fit right into this little hole. So we're gonna stick it in there. And we have like these prongs that kind of stick right into whatever vegetable you're using. And you just go up and down and you start slicing away. And it makes the nicest little pieces. Oh, all done. Now I want slices like this for when I grill it. But I did want to show you guys, a friend of mine let me use her chopper the other day, and I am going to get this chopper because it's super cool. This chopper right here, she's actually had this for, I want to say she said like 15 years, and maybe a little less, but a long time. And so this will dice up onions. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this onion, but you can put whole chunks of onion underneath here, but I'm going to take a little bit of this onion and I'm going to put it under here so you can see that all you have to do, oh wait, do I have, okay, yeah. All you have to do is stick some onion or whatever vegetable you're putting underneath there, and you just push it down a few times really fast, and it just minces up that onion. I don't know if you can see, but it minces it up. That's kind of hard to say. Really easy, and so I thought that was really cool. I wanted to show you. We'll just kind of put that to the side because I don't need that. So I have some onion sliced. I also want to slice some bell pepper. I like red bell peppers because they're sweeter. So I'm just going to, first, I gotta take the middle out. Sorry guys, completely forgot about that. We're gonna slice that top off. Pampered Chef makes something called a scoop loop. I am buying it the next time that I make my order because it's so simple. You just scoop all of the seeds right out of here in like 2 swipes. Well, I don't have that, and it's a little more difficult for me to get it out, but lately I've just been using my scooper, and I'll just scoop out all of the white ugly stuff that you don't eat right out. Put that in my, so I've just been using my scooper. It's been working fine, but it's a lot more difficult to use this scooper than the scoop loop, so I will be purchasing a scoop loop very soon. They're also great for avocados. You can look up the scoop loop. I think they're only like $5. Like, they're not even expensive. I don't know why I don't have one yet. Let me rinse this out. All right, so we are, oh, I thought I had a question there. All right, so if you're just coming in, I will be making some creamy chicken tacos. Right now I'm using the simple slicer. I think that's what you're asking, Tanya. What is this called? Well, this is the simple slicer, and it makes the nicest little slices, like beautiful little slices. Super easy. Like, I'm just going back and forth. Super easy. Now, once it gets to the point where my fingers would go down, I use the safety guard. The prongs hold everything in place, and I just go back and forth, back and forth. You can see how it's just sliding. It's cutting everything that I need. All done. And that's the simple slicer. All right. So I have veggies, and before I got on, I went ahead and just put some chicken tenders in a bowl. And these are the Pampered Chef tongs. Sometimes to people who are new to Pampered Chef, may get a little confused because they lock closed. When you have them upright like this, they are locked. You cannot open them. I'm trying to squeeze them. They do not open. You flip them upside down and squeeze, then they open. And so that's great because they're not like flopping all over the place. And so what I did was I put some olive oil, some taco seasoning in here, and a little bit of water, and I just kind of mixed all of this up, and we're going to put this on the grill pan once Blaine's finished getting his drink. A little bit about the taco seasoning. I did a regular taco seasoning, but Pampered Chef does make a Tex-Mex and a few other seasonings that I really want to try for this because I've heard that they're really good. All right, so we are going to take our veggies and our chicken over to the grill pan. And this grill pan is amazing. Like, I've never grilled chicken before because I was way too intimidated to make chicken and have you guys face the pan. And the first time I used this grill pan, it was the most beautiful chicken that I've ever made in my life. And I had to keep making it. It was just so pretty and it tasted so good. It was juicy and let's see if you guys will be, yeah, you'll be able to see it. All right, so this is the grill pan. I've had it on like medium-high heat to kind of like get ready for all of the goodness that's about to happen. So I'm gonna put it down to somewhat medium heat. So this is the grill press. It's very heavy, well not super heavy, but it's heavy enough to really press down on the meat. It keeps in all of those juices, all that heat. And you'll hear the sizzle once I get it on there. But I can get quite a few pieces of chicken down. You guys can see that. Get quite a few pieces of chicken down that will fit underneath my grill press. I'm gonna try and get all of it. And it cooks so fast. Like I'll be able to cook this, it's a little bit over a pound of chicken in 6 minutes. 3 minutes on each side. All right, I think I can get it all in there. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I put it all down. I'll put my grill press right over it. It's kind of not medium high, but right above medium, and I'm gonna set that timer for 3 minutes. So in 3 minutes, we're gonna flip all of that. So I'm gonna bring you back over here. Hello, everyone who's just coming in. I know, once you have Pampered Chef Tanya, like you want everything. I'm gonna get another one of these. So these are the cutting mats. They're flexible. There's like a grip on one side, and so when you put them down, like they don't move very easily. And I think the coolest thing on this is there's like little tips. So the one that I have the vegetables on, those tips are like different types of knives and how to use those knives. This one has like your thumb tip is 1 teaspoon. Your thumb is 1 to 2 tablespoons. Your palm is 3 ounces. So in a pinch, whenever you don't know how to measure things, then you have these really cool little tips on them. So I love these, and they go in the dishwasher, and they're super easy to use. The set comes with 3. They're very reasonable. All right, so while that cooks, I am going to, let me put my recipe back up here. So this is actually the first time I cook it, but my friend swears by this recipe, and she also just started to sell Pampered Chef, and she used it at her party, and it was so good. So I want to make sure I don't mess up anything. Okay, we're gonna slice some cheese. So this is the micro grater, Pampered Chef grater. Now I used to buy cheese from the store that is just already shredded, and there's nothing wrong with that. Still, if I'm in a hurry, that's what I get. But when I have time, I grate my own cheese. There's so many benefits from grating your own cheese because, one, you don't have all those preservatives and like the cornstarch and all those things that changes up all the textures and those certain balances of whatever you're making your cheese with, and it just tastes better. And I find it stays fresher in the block. But this is the micro grater. What's really great is you have a shield for when it's in the drawer so you don't slice your fingers because this is very, very sharp. And there is a button on this side. You push that button and it makes the handle come over and you open it up. Now you can put it like a tent where you can grate your cheese. I'm right-handed, so it'd be this way. You grate your cheese. Or if you want to put it over a bowl, you can open it all the way and then grate your cheese over a bowl. So when I'm doing something really quick, I do it like that. But if I'm making a lot, then I put it more like a tent. Our chicken is about to go off, so I'm gonna flip that. Oh, I want you guys to see this beautiful chicken when I flip it, so I'm gonna bring y'all over. Sorry guys, I'm kind of moving you everywhere tonight. Okay, let's move this so you can see in here. All right, so this is not even hot. So it's been on the stove, it's not even hot, and I'm gonna lift this up. Hope you guys can see it. So nothing too beautiful yet, but when I go to turn my chicken over, you can see the lovely color. You can see those grill marks, and it looks dark because I have some taco seasoning on there, but it's not burnt. It actually smells delicious. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision so that you can smell it, because it smells so good. Alright, so I flipped them over. That was 3 minutes. I'm going to put that grill press back on top and put another 3 minutes. Alright. So back to the cheese. This recipe calls for 2 cups of Colby Jack cheese, and I think I'm also going to add a little cheddar because I am a cheddar lover. I love cheddar cheese. So when using this micro grater, what you want to do is cut your cheese into blocks. Now, this is the safety guard for the micro grater. Just like the simple slicer had a safety guard, so does the grater, which really comes in handy if your kids are cooking with you. If you are clumsy like myself, my brother-in-law swore that I would not need that. And the very first time that I used it, and he was with me, and I was like, okay, I won't use it, I cut myself. So, it's definitely a finger saver. Alright, so there's little grooves that catch onto the side of the micro grater, just like the simple slicer did, and then this comes out. We have little like skewer type things on the inside, just like the simple slicer had, and I put like 2 cubes in there at once, and you stick this on there. Now I find that whenever you grate, it's a lot easier if you pull up when you go, if you pull up on the handle when you go up, and then you push down whenever you slide down the grater. And it just grades your cheese, and you can push down on the skewers because it continues to push that cheese down, and it's super easy. Like, it doesn't take much force, it goes super fast. I thought this thing was going to be like any other grater until I used it, and I was like, okay, now I won't slice my finger, because I've done that quite a few times. And just the thought of it slicing your finger, oh, gives me the heebie-jeebies. My students always laugh when I say heebie-jeebies. Alright, so let's do some more cheese. I got 1 block. I'm assuming 1 block makes 2 cups. Let's see, who else is on here? Yes, the pan is great. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Summer. Hey, Amy. Welcome, everyone who's just joining in. I am making creamy chicken tacos tonight. Creamy chicken tacos. Those of you who were in the last party that I made fajitas, sorry. You can tell I love Mexican. But it is different. It's a different recipe. And then I was going to do an Italian recipe, but then Tanya was at that party. So I decided to do something different. Alright. Let's see. Our chicken just went off, so let's see in all its wonder what it looks like. I'll try to position y'all. Y'all, it smells amazing. Put this over here. Alright, I'm going to check this chicken and see if it is done. And y'all, it is beautiful. Look at that steam coming off of there. It smells so good. I'm going to put this chicken in a bowl. We're going to cut it up a little later. In 6 minutes. About 6 minutes, I just grilled like 1.5 pounds of chicken tenders. And I've done fish in this pan. I tried filet, and I don't think I've mastered how to cook filet yet because it was well done. I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to put our veggies on here now. Put a little bit of olive oil. Just so they don't stick too much. And I'll put, let's see. So this was that other flexible mat. See how easy it is just to pick it up and bring it to where you need to go. And I'm going to just put these veggies on here for a short time. I've never put a grill press on top of veggies. I don't know what that would do. Anyone have any experience putting a grill press on top of veggies? I've seen it done on zucchini and it did not work too well. So I think I'm just gonna saute them a little bit in here. What are you guys having for dinner? I know it smells good too. Cynthia, you have put it on top of here. Did it work well for you? All right, I'm just gonna saute them. Ooh, and like I have all that nice. Okay, so this is kind of weird. All of my Louisiana people, you know that when you get all that nice stuff stuck on the bottom of the pan, it's called like Cajun word, like my mom says it got. Or how do you say it, babe? Grat. So all my Cajun people, you know what I'm talking about. But I watched a Pampered Chef video and they called it something very weird, like froth or something like that. And I was like, what is that? And it was the grat. So just kind of sauteing these veggies. Man, they smell so good. You know what? I think I will try the grill press on top of them, just to kind of. It smells like a Mexican restaurant in this place. Ooh, homemade French onion soup for dinner. That sounds yummy. Destiny, did you cook that or did Caleb?
Yeah, thanks to my mom.
Wait, what? Ooh, steak fajitas. You had pains, yum. All right, so I have that grill press on there, kind of getting those veggies grilled up. Yum, crabs. Oh, your mom did. I was about to say, you go, girl, cooking for your new hubby. Y'all, Destiny just got married like, what, a week ago? And her wedding was beautiful. We had so much fun. All right, so I'm gonna take these veggies off because they're looking pretty good. They're getting soft. They're really pretty. Look at that color. Man, y'all, I can't wait to eat. And like we eat right after I get off of work, and so this is late for us. So, all right, so I'm gonna put the veggies in the bowl with the chicken, and we're gonna cut that up a little later in just a moment. Take that oven off before it makes my pan get all burnt. All right. So we have grilled chicken with some yummy taco seasoning. We have grilled veggies. Take that off the fire. We're gonna stick that over here. Oops, sorry, y'all. Moving y'all around tonight. Okay. So we're gonna finish up our cheese. And we just have a few blocks left. And I don't know about you guys, but I am a cheese lover. My sister and I, we eat so much cheese. Like, I feel like you have to budget just for cheese because you gotta get all the good kind. You gotta get Gouda and cheddar and mozzarella if you want a caprese salad, and you gotta get all the good ones. Make sure you guys can see that. So we are back to shredding our cheese. Like I said, super simple. It goes really easy. I find that if you pull up as you slide upwards, then it works better than you push down as you slide further down. I think Blaine is watching the video sitting on the couch, and I can hear my voice repeating back at me. It's strange. All right, we got one more thing of cheese. Then sometimes you have a little bit of extra, but you could just snack on that while you're cooking. All right. So the creamy chicken tacos, if you missed a little bit earlier, it actually started off as a dip. It is a Pampered Chef recipe, but it's called like cheesy chicken nacho dip or something like that. And a friend of mine, either her or her mom or stepmom, somebody she knows, transformed it into a taco. Now I wanted to do it as enchiladas, but then I was like, well, that might take a little more time. So I really wanted to do dinner in 30 minutes. So, and enchiladas, you have to put them in the oven for a little while. So what I did was, I'm just gonna do it as a taco. So we have our cheese, and I'm gonna put our cheese in. These are one of our Pampered Chef glass bowls, which these bowls, they're just beautiful. Like when people come over and they put salad or other things in it, but they also help with prepping. There's also, I can show you the prep bowls. These are silicone prep bowls. I have 3 sizes, they're set, and they have their own lids, which are really great because then you can put them in the fridge, or like some of them are small enough to fit in my lunchbox for school. So I think they're really cool, and you can use that as well. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to use the rock crock for the next part, and our creamy cheesy chicken. Oops, sorry y'all, I'm dropping stuff on the floor. We're done with that, so we'll go in the sink, clear some of our space here. All right, so this rock crock is really incredible. I'm going to preheat the oven because it is going to go in the oven, but, excuse me, it's also going to go in the microwave. This thing, this is the everyday rock crock pan. It can go in the microwave, it can go on the stove top, it can go in the oven, under the broiler, in the freezer, in the fridge, in the dishwasher. This thing can go everywhere, and so it's really incredible. Let me look at my recipe one more time, make sure that I'm not missing anything. All right, so the creamy part of this dish comes with a block of cream cheese. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some things in the rock crock and we're gonna put it in the microwave. Now, you may ask, well, why don't you just do that in a regular bowl? It would work, but the material that this thing is made out of, I couldn't even tell you what it is, to be honest, but it's kind of like a Dutch oven, and it just secures all of that heat in there, and it's just amazing. I'm going to use my mix and scraper. I'm gonna get all that extra stuff off of my cream cheese. And I'm also going to put sour cream in here. So we're gonna put cream cheese. Gonna scrape all that sour cream that we need. So yeah, this recipe is not necessarily the healthiest. Just saying. If you wanted a healthier recipe, I can share my bruschetta pasta. It has zucchini noodles in it. I can definitely share that. That's a healthier recipe. This one is a little more fattening. All right, so I have cream cheese, I have sour cream, and I'm going to put some garlic. So I'm gonna do a clove of garlic. Before I started selling Pampered Chef, I used to buy the minced garlic already done. I didn't even know what the clove was. Like, I thought this whole thing was a clove until I think it was my sister was like, do not put that whole thing in your food. So I found out, I'm about to drop it, that the little parts are cloves. So all of you who may not be chefs, like myself, I'm still learning, these little ones are cloves. This is a bulb. Do not put a whole bulb in one of your recipes. I'm gonna use 2 cloves of garlic, and I'm gonna use the Pampered Chef, I see you laughing at me. I'm gonna put the Pampered Chef garlic press to get all of the lovely garlic out. Now, I did not peel this at all, and you don't have to. This is the garlic press. It's a really nifty little tool. What happens is you put your garlic right into this little piece right here, and all you have to do is, I'm gonna put this where you can really see it. You just squeeze and it comes right out. Super easy. Now what's really neat is sometimes it gets a little stuck, that's fine, but it comes with this little tool right here where, 1, you can scrape it off, 2, take the peeling out of the inside, and 3, you can put this in the dishwasher, but if something gets stuck in here, there's these, like, it's like a little brush, like for a Barbie doll. It can fit right in there to get anything stuck. So we're gonna do one more little clove. And easy, like 1, 2, 3. Super simple. Your kids could do this to help you out and cook. Carter, my little one, is only 2, so he's not allowed in the kitchen when I cook, even though he tries to be. But when he gets a little older, if he wants to help me, because he's such a little helper, he can definitely do something as easy as this, or as easy as cutting, grating the cheese like we just did a little while ago. All right. So, and then this goes in the dishwasher. Very easy, very easy. Okay, so we have this, and then the last thing that I want to put in here will be some green onions, and I'm going to chop up those green onions on this little mat that we use for the cheese, because it'll just all go together. Okay, so I washed 3 green onions, and we are going to use this, I don't know how to pronounce this knife. It's like, I want to say Sudoku, but that's the game with the numbers. So it starts with an S, and it's like Sakura something. And so you don't have to be able to pronounce it to use it, but this knife is so sharp. So I never thought that anything really meant, like knives really meant anything. I use the same knife for everything, and I still kind of do, but now I understand why people spend more than $5 on a knife. Because, and I have some like cheap ones that work fine, but knives definitely, they make a difference, because this knife cuts so easy. It's incredible. I didn't think that knives could cut that easy. So I don't like large pieces of green onion, so I'm gonna mince that a little bit more. I always watch like those cooking shows, and like Pioneer Woman. So I've told people like I would love to be the next Pioneer Woman, Texas edition. But she like minces things so fast. It's incredible. I don't know how she does it. She must have went to cooking school. I graduated with an art degree and then a teaching certificate. So nothing cooking here. All right. So we have everything we need in here. What we're gonna do is put the lid on, and we're gonna microwave that for 45 seconds to get it all nice and melted and gooey and yummy and great. So 45 seconds. While that is in there, we're gonna take this yummy chicken that still smells amazing, and we're going to cut all of this up. We're going to use these salad choppers. Now, it's called a salad chopper because it's originally for salad, so cutting up lettuce, things like that. But what's really great is that you can use it for many other things. So those of you who follow me on like my personal page or even my Pampered Chef business page, I posted a video where I was chopping up Carter's spaghetti. He loves spaghetti, but he makes a huge mess, so I chop it up really small, and it takes me forever. These things, it's like cutting paper. Like, it's super simple. And then you can chop up things like chicken. Super easy. So this thing's gonna yell at me if I don't stop it. So we're gonna chop up this chicken. And what's great about this, so like you hold it like backwards. Well, I've seen someone hold it like this before, like scissors, but I find it's easier to hold it this way. And there's like a spoon type section because you're supposed to be able to scoop up salad. But what's great is it just scoops up on the side of the bowls, and it helps grasp everything that you want to chop. So I'm chopping up the some of the vegetables. They're getting a little smaller, but I'm mainly trying to chop this chicken so that I can put it in our yummy mixture, and it'll be easy to eat. Now there is a lock on here for whenever you put it in your drawer, and it literally takes seconds. Like I said, this is 1.5 pounds of chicken, and you can use a little less if you wanted in this recipe, and I can post it later. But I mean, I've only been talking for like 30 seconds, and like this chicken is almost completely chopped up to the way I want it. It's so easy. This is one of the first things that I've recently bought Pampered Chef. I've owned a measuring cup before, but this is one of the things I've recently done. All right. Okay, so you just have to knock all that extra out. Sometimes your chicken will get stuck in here, but I find if you rinse it, like right after you use it, it's a lot easier to clean. Now this also goes in the dishwasher. Just to show you that lock one more time, you just close it and you clip it and it goes like this in your drawer, and it's awesome. Okay, so we have our chicken that's nice and melted. I'm gonna take my creamy mixture right out, and we're gonna stir that up, see what it looks like. Ooh, y'all, this smells good too. My computer keeps going off and I need that recipe. I do not have it memorized yet. All right, this needs to go in there just a little bit longer. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some yummy stuff to it. So, we can't just have cream and chicken for our tacos, but we have to make it a little more hearty. And so I'm gonna add some corn and a little rotel. So the corn and the rotel I'm gonna open with the Pampered Chef can opener. So a little funny story, we just moved to Texas about 5 months ago, and we were staying with friends when we first got here, and I decided to cook for her family, and I was trying to make lasagna, and I had all these cans to open, and all she had was this, and I didn't really know much about Pampered Chef at this point, and I was like, how do you use this thing? So I was like putting it on the side, and it took me like 20 minutes to figure it out, which I should have just asked her because it's different. Pampered Chef not only takes the lid off, but it takes the whole suctioned lid off. It doesn't cut the can itself, so there's no sharp edges. Another thing that's great for kids to help you with. So what you do is you just place it right on top, and you turn it to the right. You can kind of feel it catch. Once you feel it catch, then you just, like a regular can opener, keep going around. Let's see, easier. Oh, yeah, I did buy those salad choppers from my sister, and I am an awesome sister. All right, so once it goes all the way around, you just turn it the opposite way, and it just pops right off. Now, you can see they have like little teeth, like little pinchers. My friend called it a bird mouth, which it definitely looks like a bird mouth. You press this little button. What you do is you grasp the edge of the can. Oh, wait. Okay, I think I was talking while I was doing it and didn't do it all the way. Sorry, y'all. Let me go all the way around. You hear my kid crying and screaming back there. And then laughing. He's quite emotional, like a teenage girl. All right. I don't know why it keeps popping on me. Come on, little bird mouth. All right, I'm just gonna pull it off. But notice that there are no sharp edges. Like, I'm not gonna cut myself either direction. I'm gonna drain this. Now, Pampered Chef makes a measuring cup that's also a drainer, and it's really cool. I do not own it, so I'm gonna have to drain it the old-fashioned way and lose a few kernels in the process. But I'm gonna stick this can of corn. You guys can't see, but I'm putting it in my mixture. And then my rotel. We're gonna use the can opener the same way. You rest it right on top, and you keep turning. All right. I love that I can see comments this time around. My last video, I couldn't see the comments. All right, I'm gonna go the opposite way. Lift it. Use my little bird mouth to open it up. There we go. That's how you do it. So you get stuck on there, no sharp edges. So once you understand the whole process, you know what, I don't want all of this juice. I'm gonna drain that as well. I just want the tomatoes and the chilies in there. All right. Okay, so I am using the mix and scraper to mix all of this lovely stuff around. this mix and scraper, it's hard so that as you scrape, it's not flimsy. It doesn't start to move around on you. And let's see, it really scrapes all the good stuff out. So we have all this in there, and my next part, I'm gonna add some cheese with it. About half of my cheese. And we're gonna stick it in the microwave for a minute. So this recipe should really only take you about 30-35 minutes. I'm talking a whole bunch and stopping and showing y'all stuff, so it's taking me a little bit longer. But it should only take about 30 minutes. If you were just in your kitchen cooking, it would definitely take that long. Only about 30-35 minutes. I think I've been on here maybe, I don't know, about 40 minutes so far. We're gonna put this back in the microwave. Oh, I want the lid too. For 1 minute. Actually, I'm gonna do a minute and a half. Because 45 minutes before was not really good. All right, so we have that in the microwave. And I love avocado, y'all. And I want some avocado on my tacos because that just like gives it the nice touch, the finishing on the cake. And so, I'm gonna rinse this off. So I'm going to use the quick slice to show you guys how to use this. And then I'm also gonna cut some cucumbers. I will not eat cucumbers with this, but I like to bring cucumbers as a snack for lunch at work. So I'm gonna cut some cucumbers too so you guys can see. But first, so I'll do the cucumbers first. So I have an English cucumber. I'm gonna leave the peelings on because I like the peelings on the English seedless cucumbers. But to use, this is the quick slice. The quick slice has a few different compartments. First, there's like this little plastic part that catches any like seeds or extra juice. And then you have the slicer itself. What you do is you'll take your whatever you're cutting, and you're gonna cut it where you will get a flat surface. Now mine is a little bit long, so I'm gonna cut it in half as well. All right, so I have pieces of cucumber, flat surface. You just lay it right down on here. You take your quick slice and you just rock it back and forth, and you push down as you rock back and forth. And then you have all of these same size little slices. They are so pretty. I totally just dropped that right on the floor. I'm gonna put it in one of my silicone. Actually, I'll put it in the smaller one, so I can bring it to work tomorrow. But it's super easy to just dump them right inside here. I'm gonna do the other pieces. The other day we had friends over for the Super Bowl and I made lasagna and salad, and it literally took me like a minute and a half to make my salad. And we have all these slices, really pretty slices. All right, so I have an avocado. I'll go ahead and finish the avocado so I'm not too scatterbrained for you guys. I mentioned the scoop loop earlier, one of the things that I really want to purchase. That's on my wish list, and it's like $5, so I don't know why I don't have it yet. But a scoop loop would scoop this avocado right out with no problem. I'm just gonna use a spoon for now, but I don't like using the spoon because then sometimes the spoon breaks the skin and it's, I don't know, it doesn't work as well. See, like I have extra little pieces on there. Okay, so I have my avocado on here. I want nice pretty slices, and I just go right back and forth and I get pretty slices of avocado. So the quick slice, definitely use the quick slice quite a bit. It makes, like, you can slice tomatoes, then you can flip it around and then go the other way and it dices them. This is really neat. I really like that. So we're gonna put our avocado aside and we're gonna take our lovely stuff out of here. Oh man, this smells so good. Okay, so this is nice and gooey and yummy. And I have my chicken mixture. I'm gonna dump that in here. I cannot wait to eat, y'all. I'm so hungry. So you can make this meal, like I said, if you're not talking like I am, you can make this meal in about 30 minutes after you get home from work. Like I work today. In a day, I probably see like 265 to 280 kids that come in and out of my classroom. And like by the end of the day, like I'm ready to come home and just eat, take my shoes off, you know, like just, I don't want to think about having to cook this big old meal. And this is a very simple meal that will give us dinner, lunch tomorrow, and dinner again. You can even put beans in it. If I'm not a bean eater, Blaine likes beans, but he's normally pretty good with the flow. So I did not put beans in it, but you can definitely put beans in here. It's really easy. So just mix it together and it smells so amazing. The very last thing I'm gonna do, this is pretty much done, but I wanna make it even more bubbly and yummy. So I'm gonna put cheese on top and I'm gonna stick this rock crock in the oven. Like I said, this rock crock can go in the microwave like you just saw. It can go on the stove top. If you follow my personal page, I made a lasagna this weekend and I used this pan on the stove top. It can go in the oven, like I just said, under the broiler. You can put it in the freezer if you're cooking something that goes in the freezer. I'm gonna leave the top off right now because I want it to get melted and nice and yum. But you can definitely put it under the broiler. It can go on the grill. That's an extra thing I didn't say earlier. It can go in the refrigerator. So like when I'm done with this, I probably won't put it in another container. I'm just gonna put the lid on, put it in the refrigerator. When you're done and you need to clean it, it goes in the dishwasher. It even has a, Pampered Chef makes a crock pot stand, and you can make fondue and all kind of other great things, or you can use it like a crock pot and it just sits right in the stand. So really the most versatile product that I've ever seen. All right, so while that is in there, if you guys have to go, totally understand. Dinner is done. I'm just getting it even more bubbly. But since that's in there, I decided why not make dessert? And I'm gonna make dessert in the microwave. Brownies in the microwave. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this classic batter bowl. I'm gonna get all these dishes out the way that I no longer need. So I'm gonna take this classic batter bowl and we are going to take the lid off. So if you ever make something and need to keep it in the fridge for a while, no more saran wrap, you have a lid. And all of my greatest things in here. I am going to put Ghirardelli, y'all, one of my favorites. My sister, I think, is at yoga right now, and she loves Ghirardelli. And so when she watches this later, she's gonna be like, bring me some. Because she loves Ghirardelli. All right, so I'm going to put some of that in there. This is the Pampered Chef mixing bowl, not mixing bowl, sorry, measuring cup. And what's great about these measuring cups, they come in different sizes. This is the medium one. It goes up to a cup. You can put liquids or you can put solids in this part, or even like pasty things. And what's great is you put it in there and you just pop it through. It falls in your thing. You need 1/4 cup of veggie oil. Sorry, y'all, my child is screaming. He's trying to mimic a seagull right now. That's his seagull noise. All right, so we have that and an egg. Two mixing scrapers, so I'm just going to use a regular little spatula. All right, I need some water, 1/4 cup of water. All right, so if you are in one of my party groups and you're watching this, Carter, baby, If you're in one of my party groups and you're still in here with me watching, and you think that you would like to help your host out by extra points and host your own party, definitely send me a private message, comment below. Anyone who decides this party that they would like to host a party of their own will receive a free Season's Best cookbook. So it's this nice little cookbook that has about, I don't want to say, maybe 8 to 10 recipes in it. It's the Season's Best from the fall and winter season. And you will get that free. I will mail it to you if you decide you want to host your own party. And if you can ask these hosts that the rewards are great. Like this month, they get 60% off of a rock crock. That's the pan that's in the oven right now. Any of those sets, and there's different sizes. And then also by guest orders, you get so many free Pamper Chef dollars toward products. And you get so many discounted items. So my sister just hosted a party, and y'all, she got over $400 in free items. Like, incredible, the amount of stuff that she got. This is a small rectangular baker. It's made out of stone, and it can go in the microwave or the oven. So I'm actually going to use this in the microwave tonight and make some brownies. So we mixed up our brownie mix, a simple brownie mix. I make a lot of things from scratch, but something simple like that I'm gonna put in here. These stones also are really great with being non-stick, so I didn't even spray anything on it because normally it's pretty good. Y'all can hear my kid. He's singing in the background, y'all. Thanks for enduring with me. I think we've been on here now for quite some time. Dinner is done, but I decided to make dessert in case any of you wanted to see some more products. So, classic batter bowl, small rectangular baker, and this is some kind of special fudge pouch that I didn't know was involved in this type of brownie. So we're just gonna squeeze that on top. He's making animal noises back there. Any of you guys have questions, like anything about a specific product? Scott will be here in 6 hours. Save a plate. I definitely would. 6 hours is all it is from home to Houston. All right, I'm gonna put this in the microwave. Like I said, microwave brownies. 4 minutes. If you don't want to stick around, that's totally fine. You have things to do. I understand. It's a weekday. I just decided to do something a little extra. I didn't put it in the post on your party, but I decided to do something a little extra because why not? Show you some more products. Those of you who are in my parties right now, I know sometimes virtual is hard to see how they work. So I wanted to help you out to get a better picture of how all of that works. All right, so my yum. These are the silicone mats. I'm sorry, mitts, not mats. They're not mat. You can use them as a mat, but these are the silicone mitts, Pamper Chef. And I'm going to take this beauty out of here. Y'all, look how beautiful that is. It's so cheesy and yummy. All right, I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna bring this over here where you guys can see and put something down on my granite. And I don't know, man, I really wish y'all had smell-o-vision because it smells so good. I have some yummy tortillas, and I'm gonna go ahead and make Blaine a plate because I know he's just been dying to eat. He's been keeping Carter occupied for me. But these tortillas, all my Texas people, H-E-B, like H-E-B all the way. They make fresh homemade tortillas. Kind of like how you can get like fresh French bread in the store. These are fresh tortillas. I used to like be super nervous doing these Facebook Live videos, but kind of once I start talking, I can't stop, y'all, so I'm sorry. Blaine said, tell me about it. I'm gonna use my large scooper to get like the perfect amount in this taco. So I'm gonna do 1, 2 scoops and put some avocado on top of there. And look how beautiful. It smells amazing. It looks amazing. We have grilled chicken in there, grilled veggies, some corn. If you like beans, you can put some beans in there. You can make this into some type of enchilada if you wanted to put enchilada sauce in a pan. You can make it into an enchilada. You can make it into a quesadilla. You can use that grill pan again. You can have it as a dip with tortilla chips. This recipe is really great. I will post this recipe for you guys. I've kind of retyped it since I kind of remade it. My friend remade it as her own. But this is original Pampered Chef recipe that was kind of redone. So this smells so good. We have 1 minute on those brownies if they're done in 4 minutes. Sometimes it takes 6 minutes. But we have 1 minute on those brownies. Any questions out there? I know a lot of you have been commenting. I can't see it so small. But any questions on the party, or if you're in my event page and you're kind of just watching, hanging out with us, any questions for you? Maybe you don't know what's going on and you want to know. Right, 0 calories, right? I wish this was 0 calories, but to be honest, I mean, with the cream cheese and the sour cream, it's probably a few calories. I do have some healthier options. The fajitas that I made the last time was definitely not as fattening, but kind of in the fattening mood, I guess. Other ingredients that you can put in here, like I said, beans, any kind of beans that you like. I did put corn. If you want more of a spicier feel, then you can put jalapenos or poblano peppers. Let's see what this looks like. Y'all. Baked brownies, but microwave baked. Let's check and see if these are done. We're gonna put a toothpick in them. Those who are on my personal page and follow my kids' art, we're gonna be making toothpick sculptures in about a week. And I'm gonna post pictures of them because they're super cool. All right, these brownies are done, y'all. 4 minutes in the microwave. This is kind of hot, so I'm gonna pick it up with the mitts. 4 minutes in the microwave. In this small rectangular baker, I have Ghirardelli brownies that I am going to eat right after I eat these amazing tacos. And I have my nice little nylon spatula that's easy to get these out of here. I'm gonna let them cool for a little while. And like, done. I have dessert and dinner done. And I've been on here probably for about an hour, but dinner was really done with about 40 minutes of me constantly talking to y'all. Any questions before I go? Any concerns? Want to see a product again? Any specific products that I did not show that you want to see? Because I have a few extras.
Uh-oh.
All right. Uh-oh, Mickey Mouse just went off, so that means we're gonna have to find another one. All right, so I see there's no more questions. I hope you guys enjoyed your evening with me, and I'm going to make sure that my family gets fed now, and I will see you guys another time. So thank you, and you all have a fabulous night. If I can figure out how this thing comes off. All right, good night, guys.